Hey, guess what? I'm back. I'm getting ready to go on vacation. Going out of town, I think, actually tomorrow. I'm supposed to be packing right now. But we're going out of town, and we're going to be gone for about a week. And I've read like 3 books, and I have a book haul for you guys. And I wanted to get them all in today. So you're just going to get a ton of videos probably before I leave. And I might do another one because I'm reading Iron Daughter. If I get that done on vacation, I might try to get some really neat scenery and do my video down there. But I'm not sure if I'll pull that off or not. So anyway, this review is on Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. This, as you guys all know, if you listen to our podcast on iTunes, it's called Freakcast. We've been going through chapter by chapters on this book, Hush Hush, and it's taken us forever because it is so hard for us to all get together. We were one group, we were just YA fiction freaks, but now we have 2 other groups that's with us. We have Chapter Chicks and we have Alex Reads Books 2010. So there's 3 of us book reviewers together now doing the podcast, and it's just near impossible to get everybody together, especially for the summer. Somebody's either got sports going on, camping, vacations, work. It's just been really crazy. So, but, excuse me, and I've been sick. But anyway, and now we've actually decided to change our name because we do have 3 different groups representative instead of just YA Fiction Freaks. So we're changing our name to the Page Masters. So if you guys are following our iTunes podcast, just look up Page Masters. Excuse me. Just look up Page Masters, and you'll be able to see the last few chapter by chapters on Hush Hush. So, and I'll keep you updated on the podcast. If the podcast is just not gonna, it's just gonna be impossible getting us all together, we may end up doing separate ones. So I don't really know what's gonna go on with that like that. It's really fun, and I like doing it with the other 2 groups, but it's just really hard to get together. So I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. But Hush Hush, to me, this book, it's close. It was close to a 5, but not really a 5. I hate to say that just because we had to read it so slow because our rule with the podcast was none of us had read the book, so our rule with it was only read the chapters that we're going to review, and then 2 weeks would go by and then we'd do the podcast, and then we could read the next set of chapters. So it drug out so long for me. But I will say, when I got to about 18, 19, 20 chapters in, I just went ahead and read all of it because I couldn't. I thought, this is ridiculous. I can't do this. So, fail for me. And Spencer did the same thing. But I think the others probably did too. They just don't want to admit it to us. But it was a really good read. I would definitely give it a 4. I would recommend it. I would not want to have not read this book. Like, I'm glad I did, and it was really good. The only downfall, the reason I give it a 4 is because I didn't really want to just look things up like crazy. It didn't obsess me like the characters didn't. I liked them. I liked the story. I was engaged in it when I was reading it. But mainly it's about, of course, as you can see on the front, it's about a fallen angel. And the whole time, it's about a girl named Nora Gray, and the whole time she meets this guy named Patch, and she just doesn't understand what's going on. There's some weird, suspenseful stuff that goes on with classmates and her friend and some other friends that she makes, and so it's got a real mystery, kind of suspenseful, excuse me, suspenseful end to it, which I kind of enjoyed. The author doesn't drag it out way too much. It's got a really good flow. And Patch is a really cool character. The only thing that I would say on the negative side about it, and maybe this is what the author intended, because it is book 1. After reading it, I felt a little confused. I'm still like, wait a minute. If this is this and this is this, you know, that kind of thing, like, well, wait a minute. Well, if he could do this, well, why couldn't he just do that? So, and I can't tell you what those real questions are because I don't want to spoil it for you, but you guys let me know if you had that experience. And then I went to Spencer and I'm like, is this what this meant when this happened? And of course he was no help. He was like, well, yeah, this is what I thought. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So I don't know if she intended on that bit of confusion to be able to keep book 2 kind of suspenseful and you still kind of figuring out and wanting to read it, which definitely I'm going to read book 2. It comes out soon, and at this point I can't remember when, but if you follow yfictionfreaks.blogspot.com, there's a countdown when book 2 comes out of this book, and then there is a countdown of Fallen, book 2, which is Torment. So, and there's some other countdowns. Mockingjay by Susan Collins. It comes out the 24th of August, so there's a countdown for that, and there's a countdown for the Mortal Instruments Clockwork series. So if you check out our blog, that'll keep you updated on when books are coming out. But I do recommend this read. It is good. One more thing, real short, guys, I just wanted to share with you is, what is it? One more thing, guys, that I wanted to share with you is Carrie Ryan. She's got like 3 books coming up that are, I don't know what the right word is, I can't think of it right now, but it's a book of a bunch of short stories, and she's written she's one of the authors that wrote a story in the book. And the first one out, which is out now, called Kiss Me Deadly, and it is a short story that Carrie Ryan wrote about Sister Tabitha. So if you read Forest of Hands and Teeth and you know who Sister Tabitha is, this is a story that she put in the Kiss Me Deadly book and of short stories, and it's a story about Sister Tabitha when she was a teenager. So I am looking so forward for that. I don't have the book yet, but I'm planning on getting it. Then also there's another one that's coming out called Zombies and Unicorns. It's coming out shortly, so we will keep you updated on our blog of that, and our Facebook fan page. We'll keep you guys updated on that. And then she's got one more, and I can't think of the name. Oh, it's The Living Dead 2, and it's coming out fairly soon, within a few months, I think. So, and she's got 3 different stories in those, or a story per book. One of the stories is about pirates and how they show up on the island and the zombies are still there. And then the other one, which I thought was really cool and intriguing, is about 3 friends who go on a cruise ship, I think after they graduate or something, or for summer break, and they end up, everybody turns into zombies. That's when the apocalypse happened, and everybody turns into zombies. Or a bunch of them do, and of course they're biting each other and turning each other into zombies. The 3 boys get in a, and this is just telling you what the story is about, the little clip that I read, but the 3 boys get in this little towboat, and one of them is actually bitten. Eee! So, 3 great stories coming out by her, but like I said, Kiss Me Deadly is already out. It's at Borders, it's on the shelf, so make sure and check that out, and I will see you next time. My next video is going to be a book haul. So, see you then. Check it out. Happy reading!